So friends, it's time to talk about one of the main intrigues of the championship. Legendary, long-awaited, thrilling, the discipline of steel sports, to which there are a lot of rumors, is finally presented at the Battle of the Nations. Professional medieval battles under the aegis of the Professional Medieval Fighting Championship League. And we remind that wmfc pro fights are still fights that allow a widest variety of techniques. Full combat, foot rests, throws, beating, boxing in armor, a whole range of pleasures for a fan of a good combat. No mercy. The most rigid duel nomination in the world of historical fencing, encouraging novice fighters to fear of knocking in the ground a bloody bath. Let's finally talk to fighters and organizers, the first-hand information. Hello!
Hi,
Please introduce yourself.
I'm Ilya Dragan from Moldova. I'm doing historical battles for a little bit more than 3 years, and last year I tried to do wmfc fights, and right now I'm gonna participate there on the arena on the pro fights, which is test nomination this year at Battle of Nations.
What do you think about pro fights as a special category?
Well, it is a special category, and many fighters are actually afraid to take part in it. Well, I think it's like you should try it, and you will see it's nothing different from what you're doing. If you're doing bugut, you're doing fencing, then of course you can do pro fights. It's only about to give a try and to fight your fear.
Hello!
Hi.
Please introduce yourself, tell us a bit about yourself.
So my name is Lucas Kowal. I'm from Team UK. I'm a vice captain of the national team.
What do you think about pro fights as a special category, a special nomination?
I think it's a very good addition, as you know, if you think about its combination of everything. As you can see, they can be very physical but technical at the same time. So if you're skilled in both areas, you can be very successful. So I think it adds variety, definitely.
I see, thank you. So, and how are the pro fights treated in England?
We host one WMFC event per year, and we have 4 fighters in the professional league. Bohumi, who was fighting just now, he's one of those guys. So we are, pretty, into it, quite, yeah.
Hello!
Hello.
Introduce yourself, please. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay, my name is Damian. I am in the Spanish team. I'm fighting 5 versus 5 with Spain 1 and in pro fights in category heavyweight.
How does it feel to fight in this category?
Yes, this category for me is more interesting that in Spain it's not common, only duels. And this is my first opportunity to fight in international mark in pro fights, and I hope that in Spain introduce this category.
What would you advise to the beginners who want to maybe start participating in these steel fights?
Okay, my advice in this category is important that to control the stamina. Okay, because you start the fight, it's important to control the potency and the energy, and control and maintain the stamina.
Hi,
Hi,
tell us about yourself. Where do you come from?
I'm from Poland, from Warsaw.
Is it your first Battle of the Nations?
Yes, that's my first Battle of the Nations, but it's really cool.
I see. What do you think about pro fights as a special category?
It's really dangerous, and I think that's really impressive what he's doing.
I see. So, what do you think about possible participation of women in this category?
I think that women are really strong and and they can do everything. So I think that in Poland they are really strong and they can do everything in this place. So yes, I think that's really possible, and I hope that in the future it happened.
And now we are talking to the Chief Marshal of the Professional Fights nomination, irreplaceable Ivan Vasilyev. How is your spirits high?
Well, better than anyone. As it said, we were born to make fantasy real, so we're making it.
Tell us a little about Pro Fights history. When did it all start and what do we have now?
Well, it started long ago. It was Paladin's Christmas tournament in the distant 2008, 10 years ago. So this year is an anniversary year for Pro Fights. The initiative was mine, but I found a lot of like-minded people very soon. We held only 2 fights then, and in which there were 3 fighters from Moscow and 1 from Saratov, Russia. And of course we could only dream that someday our undertaking will reach the international level. Now for several years, thanks to the WMFC league, fights are held around the world and fighters from different countries participate in it. However, there was some injustice for a long time. There were no pro fights at Battle of the Nation because the format of the professional battles is not very compatible with the concept of the World Championship. And so in 2016, under the auspices of WMFC and with the support of the medieval goods store Don John, I began to organize a tournament version of Pro Fights. Don John Cup tournament, and this format was also successful, and most importantly it turned out that it was ideal for large international HMB events. So in this anniversary year we are very thankful to the Chief Administration of HMBIA for letting us to hold such a tournament on Battle of Nations.
Ivan, you, as we know, are the author of the rules of pro fights. What's the difference between professional fights and other duels?
In pro fights, weapon is the whole fighter itself, not only his sword. Therefore, except for blows with the sword, we're allowed all kinds of blows with the shield, hands, feet, head, and of course wrestling. So the main goal of the Pro Fights rules is to make fights more bright and spectacular, and to make victory more clear and comprehensible, even for the viewer who watches this for the first time. The special system for assessing the actions and special requirements for weapons are also important. It should be such as to cause real damage to the opponent, but not just to score points.
Guys, we finally got this man, the main leader and inspirer of WMFC League, Andrei Kiselius. Hi, how are you feeling?
Hello, good afternoon. The mood is excellent. Now there are tournaments and fights everywhere.
This is the first time when professional fights are presented as a nomination at the Battle of the Nation. What's this like?
Organizational work is in full swing, and we as always try to please you. Yesterday we completed the waiting and began to form the battle grid. The first pro fights have started today. The first battles were thundering all morning, and unexpectedly large number of participants announced. And we are glad to such interest. We will broadcast all pro fights, and I hope without technical failures. And of course we hope that the sun will look out sometimes.
What great WMFC achievements lie ahead of us?
I think we are waiting a lot of achievements because our sports are very young. And the current generation of organizers is going to meet the unknown like an icebreaker. I do not like to run ahead, we always prefer to do not talk about business. I can only say that we plan to make the first tournaments in France, Mexico and the USA. In the future we are really expanding in the media space. Further, it is more, we work for you.